Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Well, good morning. It is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Craig has been teasing me already. Oh, I meant to bring tacos.
I forgot. There's always next Tuesday.
Tuesday, March 22nd. Welcome. This is First Local. Happy to be here this morning. Well, happier now There's some caffeine in my system.
That always helps.
Yeah, it does, for sure.
So what we got to talk about, hey, the NDP and the Liberals have made this new pact where it's going to keep Justin in power until when? 2025?
2025.
Until the next
Working with all parties in the House.
federal election anyway.
Yeah.
So no chance of a vote of no confidence in the House of Commons between now and, I mean, I shouldn't say that. Anything can happen in politics, right?
Well, and it's a tentative agreement, right?
Yeah.
Still needing approval from NDP lawmakers, but in this moment, the leadership of both parties has signed off. And the official spoke on the condition of anonymity.
Try saying that word.
I just did.
Yeah, I can't.
Anonymity, as they were not authorized to speak publicly about the matter. So,
So the right-wingers are probably waking up today saying,
off their hands. What?
no!
No!
Closer to home, City Council last night.
Yes.
I don't know if you watched it.
I did not.
It's riveting television. I don't know why.
Am
you're
I
not.
supposed to admit
it's
that?
drama and comedy and everything.
Of course I did. I watched it.
Anyway, they talk about something that you're probably really interested in, and you're likely interested in too, housing in the city and why why we have this crunch for housing and what they want to do about it. Now, of course, part of the reason is for the last couple of years we've had foreign investors come in and buy up all the properties,
Yes.
making this supply-demand issue, which has bumped up prices considerably, where no one really can afford a home. There's 30 to 40% of the people in the city that can't afford a home.
Yes.
And so the city's finally going to address it. And they're using, the mayor penned his own motion last night, the Gateway site. I don't
Okay.
know if you know the Gateway site. It's that
Yeah.
waterfront property
Yeah.
right across from the Gateway Casino.
Okay.
It has been sitting there for at least 30, 40 years, waiting for someone to develop it with some sort of tourist attraction. Now, personally, myself, it's not big enough for a tourist attraction. It's only 15 acres. Like Wonderland's parking lot is 15 acres. So, there
Just to
really,
put it in perspective for you.
there really isn't a lot of room to put a tourist attraction that's going to attract hundreds of thousands of people there.
Okay.
Right? So the mayor has said, well, you know what, we own that property, why don't we do something with it? And so now they're looking at building high-density residential units there. So high-rise towers or
Okay.
apartments, whatever, badly needed in the city. I'm all for
Definitely.
that idea because we do need, as the mayor said, this city is very underbuilt. We don't have enough apartments, condos, buildings. And
Yeah.
a lot of our buildings are sitting empty too. That is another problem. But I'm all for it.
Well, I mean, attached to the cost of the houses rising and you know, accepting what you say about outside, you know, investors from outside of the community, snatching up available properties, flipping them into rentals, inflating the rental market prices as well. I think it's a very lofty ambition, and I really hope to see some action, some concretized action in that direction. With the rental prices being what they are locally, I would hope that some measures will be put in place to ensure that the rents charged within these high rises will be
Well,
affordable.
and that's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
If you build these units, it takes the demand and supply down, right? So there's more units on the market, that brings the prices down.
Yes.
So hopefully they can rush this. They're just doing a study on it now, which I hate. I hate it when the city does a study because they'll do all these studies and then they say, oh, okay, that's good, and they'll put it on the shelf and then nothing gets done with it. But let's hope that they just plow ahead with this idea because we really need something on that site.
Yes.
Right? I mean, it's right on the waterfront. And we and then there's another parcel of land down Bay Street, the Suncor property, which
Yes.
is right across from the old stone house and stuff. I don't know what's happening there. The city wants to buy that property. Suncor, I don't know if they want to sell it or not, but they're not doing anything with it.
Isn't that
Be
where
nice-
the Purvis is? Like
yeah,
the,
so
the
that,
loading
strip
docks?
of that
Yeah.
strip of waterfront property there. It used to be
Okay.
all oil. Well, yeah, so is the Gateway site. It's an
Okay.
environmental issue.
Okay.
Depending what they build there, it depends on the cleanup of that property because it used to be Traders Metal.
Okay.
It used to be a junkyard, so perfect on the waterfront. Anyway, another thing they talked about last night is snow removal. And this was a motion put forward by Councillor Gardy, who is complaining because his constituents are complaining that the city goes by and puts the big chunks of ice when they scrape the roads.
Yes.
And like, there's a lot of seniors that can't move that, and you can't use your snow blower.
Nope.
You got to shovel it, right? So he was asking the city to look at ways of, kind of helping the citizens out with that. And of course, it was voted down. But I think they're going to look at it, and they're saying, well, okay, what can we do? Well, I'm pretty sure there's equipment that plows the road.
Yes.
And then there's another gate that comes down and plows your driveway as it goes through.
I saw a video on Facebook, and it basically, so you had the snow removal truck, and then you had another truck behind it with like an arm that went up and down.
And it just
literally cleared the driveway.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Or the grader. They have a grader that has a little arm that comes down.
Yeah, or
You
the
said
grader
truck,
itself.
it's a grader.
I don't know how much these things cost. I think they're
It's
around
not a truck, a grader.
300,000.
Okay, well, it's bigger than a sedan. Can we agree on that?
Okay, we agree.
But I mean, either do that or put the radiant heating in our roads. You know how you have those heated driveways now?
Oh. No,
Wouldn't it be nice to
didn't.
put that on our roads so we don't see any snow accumulation?
Wow.
Just dreaming big there. Anyway,
Wow.
we have lots of news and
Okay.
lots of weather to tell you about. We have a little bit of a system coming in tomorrow I'll tell you about, but Heidi's got all the news first.
Okay, well, on the heels of having such an engaging conversation with Joni McGuffin yesterday, I want to remind everybody that today is, in fact, World Water Day. So we do have some information on that. So celebrated on March 22nd of every year. I did some research. So the fact is that 783 million people around the world in this moment do not have access to clean water. And this was a lot of what Joni was saying, is for us to recognize that specifically where we live, we are so abundant and we are so blessed. So they do have some events happening today. It kicks off this morning. This is the second annual World Water Day celebration that is being put forward by Joni McGuffin. She is doing this presentation to both school boards this morning with Joanne Robertson. They also have a student representative from F.H. Clerc, grade 7 student Marika Degus. And there is further to that another presentation, and this is all done via webinar, but another presentation this evening kicking off at around 4:30 for the adults in the community who wish to know more about our connection to water and the importance that we share with this commonality. We are mostly water, so happy World Water Day. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit. We've been, providing ongoing coverage with regards to emergency services and specifically to the paramedics. We did a few weeks ago talk about the concerns that were coming forward with regards to how long it's taking them to unload patients, offload patients at the hospital. So this is causing, amongst the paramedic community, burnout, frustration, exhaustion. So we had focused in that time on the significant strain that they were under and what was causing some of the issue. Now, since we published that article, another ambulance that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, has been made available within the community, and the province further has funded the local paramedicine pilot program, which is geared to reduce the strain on our paramedic team. One of the things, however, that hasn't changed since the article, with the exception of it's getting worse, is the offload delays at the hospital. So according then to Mary Casola, who is the Unifor Local 1359 Interim Vice President and Union Chair for the paramedics in Sault Ste. Marie, these delays are putting a lot of stress on the paramedics. She is quoted as saying, "There are times when our paramedics are there for hours monitoring patients in the hallways at the ambulance bay because there's simply no place to put them. The refrain is no nurse, no bed. Infinite delay has become more and more frequent between the paramedics and the dispatchers over the past few months." So what can happen then is when paramedics are at the hospital and they are unable to discharge the care of the patient over to hospital staff, it results in something that is known as a code red, which is no ambulance available. So should another call come in at that time, they're in a very precarious situation. So There are 51 times where a priority 4 emergency call was delayed. However, that number is actually down slightly from 58 the previous year. So there are a number of solutions that are being put forward, and certainly it is hoped that they can come up with something concrete and tangible to take the pressure off of the paramedics. All right. And as always, I summarize. So if you want that article in detail, it is posted to our website at siouxonline.com. You are invited to go and check it out if you'd like some more information, should you have perhaps a paramedic in your life. Okay. So let's talk a little bit before we hop over to Craig. Yesterday, a school, okay, so first day back from March break, shortly after 8:30 a.m., Sioux Fire Services were dispatched to a school in the city's north end. So according to readers, students and teachers were forced to wait outside while the cause of the evacuation was being investigated. Our reporter Dan did reach out to Algoma District School Board for comment, and the Superintendent of Business, Joe Santa Maria, gave us this update. Algoma District School Board was made aware of a gas leak on the roof at Isabel Fletcher Public School yesterday morning. Due to the leak, students were kept outside while the gas company investigated. The leak has been located, has been repaired. The building has been flushed with fresh air, and the fire department did allow students and staff back into the school. So we were able to confirm then that students and staff were back in the school by about 9:45. So well done, everyone, to get a speedy resolution to that situation. All right. We did talk to you last week as well about some difficulties resulting in a work stoppage between Canadian Pacific and the union representing the members. So happy to report to you that Canadian Pacific Railway and the Teamsters Canada Rail Conference have reached a deal to end the work stoppage and have now entered into binding arbitration. So in a statement, CP says they will immediately start working with customers to resume train operations across Canada as soon as possible. Quote, officially, CP is pleased to have reached an agreement with the TCRC negotiating committee to enter into binding arbitration and end this work stoppage. And this, of course, being attributed to the CP president and CEO, Keith Creel. This agreement enables us to return to work effective noon Tuesday, so today, local time, to resume our essential services for our customers and the North American supply chain. Good, good. Binding arbitration, solving the problems. Great. Now, I want to bind Craig to some good news about the weather. Craig, give it to me. Yes.
Well, Heidi, we have another nice day today. Well, semi-nice. It's going to be a little cooler today than yesterday. It's going to be dry, though, for the most part. We do have a system coming in later on tonight, during the overnight, mainly during Wednesday, that could give us some rain. Well, it's definitely going to give us some rain and some sleet and whatnot and some strong winds. Let's take a look outside. It looks pretty dry out there right now. It's a very nice morning. We have some sun, but we're not going to hold on to that sun much longer because we do have some clouds working their way in. We'll take a look at the 12-hour forecast. This is what your day is looking like. We have a mix of sun and cloud right now. Temperatures around a little cool right now, around -7, -8. 4 degrees for your high today, this afternoon. But we're going to start seeing those winds pick up from the south. It's going to be quite gusty. And then where our temperatures are on the way down for the evening. And we're going to hold off on the showers developing till the overnight period. It's going to take a while to get here, but once it's here, it's going to stick around for most of our day Wednesday into our day Thursday. I'll get into all those details, what we can expect over the next 24 hours coming up. Heidi?
All right. Well, you'd already told us about, the temperatures dipping on Wednesday. So far, I'm seeing that fairly contained within one day, Wednesday. Okay. One more day to get through it, guys. You know what? We can do this. We're in spring officially. Now, we're going to hop over into the world of our sponsors, where it is very likely you will hear from the Chamber inviting everybody to shop local, eat local, play local, do all things local, support our businesses. They really need our help in this time of rebuilding, and we are a supportive community. So let's really get out there and show that support as well. The good people at Superior Adult Learning, inviting community members who want to make a contribution to either join their fleet
of volunteer tutors to work one-on-one with adult learners to achieve adult literacy goals, or to become a dedicated board member to direct this fine agency as they move forward doing the good work they do. So go fill your cup, come on back. When you come on back, we're going to talk about City of Sault Ste. Marie, the consultations for the banning of single-use plastics starting this month. The Sault Blues Society has a Ukraine humanitarian event coming up. We've got a man charged with over $5,000 in damages. Come on back.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
I just got shooshed. What? I will not be shooshed. Nobody puts Heidi in the corner. All right, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I have a little bit more news that I told you about. You know what was interesting me is this morning I was perusing little bits here and there, and I will tell you that the provincial government is set to introduce at this time legislation with measures intended to tackle illegal blockades at international border crossings. So, of course, hearkening back to, the situation that has just been come through, which did, manifest at various, pardon me? Okay, so here we have the Ambassador Bridge. We did have, a tiny little blockade that it was attempted at our international bridge crossing. Steve Childs, woot. Anyway, so the province then enacted some measures on an emergency basis last month when anti-vaccine mandate protesters occupied downtown Ottawa and blocked the Ambassador Bridge in Windsor, a critical trade route. So Doug Ford now is looking to permanently enact the additional tools for police officers, including the ability to impose roadside suspension of drivers' licenses and vehicle permits, seize license plates when a vehicle is used in an illegal blockade, and remove and store objects making up an illegal blockade. He says that the legislation signals to the world that Ontario is open for business. He's also announcing $96 million to go toward enhancing training for public order policing, strengthening the Ontario Provincial Police Emergency Management, establishing a permanent OPP emergency response team, and buying tow trucks. So the government says the legislation then would allow the province to respond to disruptions to critical border infrastructure in the future without declaring a state of emergency. So we'll have to keep our eye on that one, and I will bring you more information as it becomes available. All right, on to the single-use plastics. Single-use plastics are then, of course, defined as plastic items used only once before they are thrown away or recycled. These can include plastic bags, straws, coffee stirrers, soda and water bottles, and most food packaging. So the concern then being that single-use plastics often end up littering parks, playgrounds, rivers, lakes, taking hundreds of years to break down, in the interim harming fish, wildlife, and people in the process. So in December 25th, specifically 2021, the Government of Canada published the proposed single-use plastics prohibition regulations, which identifies 6 hard to recycle categories of single-use plastic items and the rules prohibiting or restricting their manufacture. So these include grocery bags, straws, cutlery, six-pack rings, takeout containers, and stir sticks. These items, of course, being chosen because they are often not recycled and environmentally friendly alternatives are more readily available. So the City of Sault Ste. Marie then correspondingly is moving forward with creating a single-use plastics ban and is seeking feedback from residents and businesses. So 2 online surveys then have been created, one for community members and one for businesses. And in the article that's posted to our website at SiouxOnline.com, there are hyperlinks around those 2 words, community and businesses. So you click on that, it'll take you right to the survey that is relevant to your scenario. So feedback via the online surveys will be accepted and received until April 21st. So in addition, there will be a virtual open house scheduled to take place Thursday, April 7th from 12 noon to 1 p.m. to learn more about the federal government regulations and anticipated compliance. Okay, so also a hyperlink to get you to where you need to go to register, and then some contact information for Emily Cormier, who is the sustainability coordinator for the city. All right, that's enough. Now, speaking of environment, Craig, what's our environment going to be like for the next 3 days then?
Well, Heidi, we have a little bit of a mess heading our way for later on tonight, mainly into our day Wednesday. But today, not looking all that bad. We're seeing a mix of sun and cloud. Temperature's not bad. We're a little bit off the mark from yesterday. But this is the mess coming our way. It's very complicated because we have cold air coming from the north. We have warm air coming from the south. We have a lot of moisture coming from the south as well. That's not going to get here till maybe overnight tonight. Definitely into our day, into our morning tomorrow, as we're going to see sleet, ice, rain, and snow. I don't anticipate a lot of accumulation as far as snow goes because it is going to be more of a rain event, but temperatures are on the way down for the next couple of days. This is what we look like as far as the satellite goes. You can see this cloud is all plowing in to the Great Lakes, and this is the leading edge of that moisture. Again, it's going to take a while to get here because it is moving up, so it's a slow mover, and that's going to give us a lot of rain and precipitation and a lot of strong winds starting later on tonight and definitely into our day tomorrow, where we're going to see gusts of winds around 70 kilometers an hour. So it's not going to be a very nice Wednesday for sure. This is what we look like as far as temperatures go. 4 degrees today, 1 degree in Wawa, 2 in Timmins, 3 in Sudbury. So we're all kind of seeing our temperatures dip a little bit, and they will continue to dip over the next couple of days before we rebound those temperatures. Right now, we're not looking at anything on the radar. You've seen this leading edge of showers coming up from that system, but it's kind of dissipating as it moves closer. The big rain is still coming from the south, and that's going to take about 12 hours to get here. This is what we look like as far as your day goes, or 3-day forecast, that is. A mix of sun and cloud for this morning. Then we're going to start seeing those clouds fill in. Winds are going to start to pick up from the south today, so that's not bad. It's a southerly flow, but temperatures are going to dip for Tuesday, hovering around the freezing mark, +2 for a high, but it's going to be a very messy, very blowy day for your Wednesday. We're going to continue that into part of your Thursday with some lingering sleet or rain showers. Temperatures rebounding slightly to about 4 degrees, but then we dip again for the weekend. So it's, those winter temperatures are kind of still hugging around, but we are going to rebuild those temperatures up for next week. I'll give you those details coming up. Heidi?
Well, I just popped an earpiece, but that's okay. We'll soldier on. Delighted to see that we're still kind of containing that coldness to the one day that is Wednesday. So I'll give you all a chance to digest that and send you into the world of our sponsors one last time. Jeep the Mac, it's a thing and it's coming up. Jeep enthusiasts all over show up for this event, and it is quite an event with even more jam-packed into the agenda for this time around. So do go to the website for stignis.com and have a look at what they have planned. As well, you will likely hear from Maker North, busily solving the problems in the local and international community. Well done, Joseph and Riley. If you have a problem, contact them. I'm pretty sure they can help you out. All right, go fill your cup one last time. Come on back. We have some factoids. We've got social media. I also want to make a point of talking to you about the Sioux Blues Society. They've got quite a lineup of local musicians. So, oh, and Craig's 7-Day. Yes, there's always that. So fill your cup and come on back.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Good morning and welcome back. So you are still there, stop it. So two little tidbits that I'm just going to cram at you before we get into the factoids. On March 18th, officers with patrol services did charge 28-year-old Joseph Boyer with break and enter. So this took place January 9th around 12:13 a.m. Two people attended the entrance of a multi-unit residence in the 600 block of Albert Street West, forcibly opened mailbox units in the lobby, causing approximately $2,300 in damages. So around 10:47 p.m. on January 9th, two people attended the same multi-unit residence and forcibly entered the rear of the building. It's inside that building, wow. While inside the building, the two people caused approximately $1,990 in damage and stole materials valued at approximately $5,100. So the subsequent investigation identified the accused as being involved in the January 9th, 2022 incidents. At around 9:30 a.m. on March 18th, officers observed the accused in the 600 block of Queen Street West, and he was arrested. So he is charged with a whole bunch of items, too many for me to go into. It'd be a show all by itself. So if you want to know, go to the website, SiouxOnline.com, and have a look at that. Further to that, we did receive a media release yesterday indicating that the Sioux Blues Society, in partnership with the Algonquins Rockstar Bar, very pleased to be presenting a night of blues on Saturday, April 2nd from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., again in the Rockstar Bar, and it is in support of the Ukraine Humanitarian Crises Appeal in conjunction with the Red Cross. They have such a lineup. Let me see here. Local band blues shop with Mike Urich. We've got Mike McDonald, Steve Francis, Chris Johns, as well special guests Al Davis, Pete Cooper, Stuart Bulldog, Paul Delavadova, wow, Val Powley, Shirley Caminos, and Eugene Gassi. And MC for the evening will be Ray Gassi. So, there are different ways that you can support. Obviously, you can attend, you can make donations. We have provided within the article on the website all sorts of links that will take you right to where you need to go to show your support. And one of the organizers, John Tibbles, is rumored to be attending this studio at some point later in this week. So stay tuned for that.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right.
Hey,
well,
you know what? Before we go get the factoids, yesterday was the first day with the no mask.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I went to the grocery store,
Okay.
and much to my surprise, I would say 80 to 90% of the people still had their mask on. So
Well,
there you go.
Okay. So we're trading truths now. I went to Walmart and I did panic a little bit. I was nervous. So I did wear my mask in Walmart, but then later I went to the IDA and I did not wear my mask there.
Yeah.
But I felt weird. You know, I walked in.
I felt weird too.
And I looked at the pharmacist and I was like,
Are we okay?
do I need to? And he's like,
Are we
nah,
good?
you're good. You know, it didn't even register, dawn on me that he's not wearing a mask, so why am I even asking?
Yeah, so.
But I think it'll take some time. Like
Yeah.
I said, we've been,
Again,
you know,
if you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask forever if you want.
we've been fed a steady stream of fear for 2 years, so
Yeah.
that, you know, the effects of that are going to be lingering and it's not just going to
And
disappear.
again, the masks do come in handy on cold days. Keeps your face.
Well, and especially if you're somebody who likes to mouth, you know, expletives and, you know, now you're going to have to go back to watching your mouth. So anyway, okay.
Okay, now factoids.
Factoids, yes. This day, March 22nd in 1984, Queen filmed the video for I Want to Break Free at Limehouse Studio in London, England. This was directed by one David Mallet. It was a parody of the Northern British soap opera Coronation Street.
Oh, my mom loves that show.
Well, I know a number of people who watch it, actually, with the band members dressed in drag. Guitarist Brian May later said the video ruined the band in America and was initially banned by MTV in the U.S.
Ah,
Banned.
and MTV,
Whatever.
when they had
Okay.
videos.
Today is also National Goof Off Day. I don't know if you know
that's
that.
up my alley.
That's a thing. So National Goof Off Day, fun celebration observed on March 22nd of every year. Okay, so how long can a person be expected to work perfectly? What if you were given a chance to be a stupid creature,
Okay.
at least for one day?
Good.
So it's time to enjoy being a goof as you are allowed to skip school, office, everyday work, and all of your monotonous
I'm
tasks.
goofing
That's
off
right.
today.
That's right. Let's do it. We need some tacos, though. Bruce, you passed right by Qdoba. Do it. Make yourself perfectly happy and relaxed by indulging in doing something in a silly and unproductive, useless way. Throw off your routines. Relax, enjoy. You can do anything and everything as per your wish on this day.
That's my kind of day.
All right.
All right.
Social media.
Social media.
Let's get it
We have a little bit of a
done.
technical problem because we can't see the things on the wall on the screen, so you
Yeah,
have to,
so you're not going to be able to see your, you know, your little pictures or your
we'll get that fixed for you tomorrow.
emojis, your words will not appear on the screen
Yeah.
today, but it'll be
But
fixed
we
for
have the
tomorrow.
words, and she's going to read them.
That's right. So Terry Matthews, second day, starting a streak of beating everybody to the punch. He says, "Good morning, Heidi and Craig. Good morning, Terry Matthews." I like that you spell my
Morning.
name right. I get a lot of IEs.
Yeah.
Heidi, IE. It's actually EI. So yeah, just like
I
the
just
book.
call you.
Yes,
Hey,
he
you.
does. It's true. Hey, you. Oh. Margaret McKay, good morning, all. Good morning, Margaret. So nice to hear from
Morning.
you. New viewer, Debbie Rue Bernard. Hello, Debbie Rue Bernard.
Hello.
She's watching us from Colorado.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice. You're sending us this big storm.
Do you have family here? Like, how did you find us? Okay, well, welcome, and thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Always happy to see a new name. Tracy Fay, good morning, all. I can only think of one song for today. Tuesday's gone. Leonard Skinner, not gonna sing it. But you can't use it because Tuesday just got here. Yes, yes, that's a true story. Well done, Tracy, and good morning to you. Karen Bridges, I always forget that I can just touch this.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't. Karen Bridges says, good morning, Karen. Kathy Boren says, hey, it's Tuesday, and you know what that means. Tomorrow's hump day. We're almost halfway to Friday. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Yes, almost halfway to
Almost
Friday.
halfway.
Almost.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Kathy. Tamarack. LOL, Craig, you and your broken taco promises.
No. Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Sure. Just like my,
Just like-
my superintendent in Toronto. Tuesday. Everything would happen on Tuesday. Right. Okay, Bradley, good morning. Have a fabulous day. Wow.
You
Fabulous is all capitalized. So what's in your coffee this morning, Brad? Because I need some. All right, Enika says, good morning, everyone. Hope you all have a great day. You as well, Enika,
too.
frolicking amongst the tulips in the Netherlands. That's how I always picture you, just like, oh,
Yep.
like a scene from The Sound of Music or something. Marge Gray, all the way from Fergus. Yes, good morning. All is calm, all is bright. Have a great one. Yeah. We're cautiously optimistic is what I'm reading there. Good morning to you, Marge. Thanks for watching. Rick Sutherland, good morning all. Happy Tuesday. Happy-ish Tuesday? Like I said,
Enjoy
again,
it.
cautious optimism. But
This is
yes.
dry today.
What's that?
This is going to be dry today.
Like your humor?
Nah.
Rick Sutherland, good morning to you and happy Tuesday. Tony Mancuso, good morning everyone. Have a great day. Oh, the sun. It comes up between the two great huge Chiraxalan. And I'm always so excited to see that. Good morning to you, Tony. Mark Jordan, ooh, very erudite this morning. The taxes were reassessed during COVID, which really bumped up the local prices, making it unaffordable. So older people or fixed income have to sell, and housing sells high because of the reassessment. A rising tax sinks all ships. Okay, yeah.
I'm not going to argue with there.
No, I don't. Yes. So thanks, Mark, for your thoughts.
But there has been a lot of foreign investment too.
Well, there
buying up all
has,
properties.
and we've seen it, and cash offers, and
Yeah.
you don't
I mean, I
activate.
personally got about 8 cards in the mail last summer saying, I want to buy your house. So. Yes.
Yes. Anyway, don't activate me. It's way too early for that. Kimberly says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Kim. Anna
morning.
Brasso says, good morning. Enjoy your day. Anna, you enjoy your day as well. You always have something positive to say. That's lovely. Okay, Joseph Bertrand, happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you, Joseph.
Yep.
I hope you are busy over there, as I always say, solving problems. Certainly you are. Judy O'Neill says, good morning, everyone. Hope you all have an awesome day. Good morning to you, Judy O'Neill.
Good morning.
Right back at you. Tamarack. My niece and nephew, Zane and Lucy, are saying happy Tuesday to everybody. Happy Tuesday to you, my little peanuts. You have a good day at school, my baby man and my little girl. You have a wonderful day in the sun. And that's it. So I think we
That's
have
it?
time still to
Okay.
go over to the 7-day.
Imagine
I
that.
was
We have time for
there.
the 7-day. There we go. If you want to look at it, we do have some negative temperatures showing up, as you can see. But they're just around the freezing mark, so nothing too bad. but tomorrow's going to be kind of messy and very windy. So tomorrow's just a write-off. Thursday could be half a write-off, and then we start getting into half decent sky-wise. But there is a big storm brewing for, guess when?
The weekend?
April 1st.
Of course, yeah.
Of course. Watching that one, so let's hope that slides by. But Mother Nature has that sense of humor on April 1st, so there you go.
I don't find that funny.
I
Not
don't
at
find
all.
it funny either.
No. All right, well, that's all the time that we have for today. So if you have stayed with us this long, thank you very much. We are grateful for our viewership. If you like what you've seen here, remember we are the Sioux's only local news show. So do spread the word, tag people in the comments. If there's something that you want to talk about, send us a message.
We want to talk
are,
about it.
Yeah, we are very responsive.
We got a
so-
half hour to talk about stuff.
Sure. Anyway, so do have yourself a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.